Rabiya was an eager, driven candidate, but she didn't cross over into that winning space for some reason. During the costume parade, sabi ko, ba't ang camera ni Rabiya, television na television ang aking orientation eh. Like, why is the camera of Rabiya dito? Ba't hindi frontal? Bakit hindi ganon? Etc. Ang dami kong questions doon. But I liked it. I liked her walk. It was very strong. I liked her channeling the Victoria's Secret in the beginning. I liked that whole costume. I liked it even without the headgear. Medyo flat ang buhok. But I like the lightness, the levity. I like the lightness of Rabiya. As a matter of fact, uunahan ko na kayo, doon ko lang siya nakita na nagkaroon ng fun. She had fun in that walk na hindi ko nakita in the prelims, na hindi ko nakita sa pageant, you know, even when she was smiling dun sa casual parade. Pero in the national costume, parang she let go a bit. Yun ang aking comment. Anyway, ilakad niya.
Yes,
Hindi siya nagkarga ng bahay o kaya ng bundok ng Mount Everest o di kaya, no, really. I didn't feel uncomfortable about, you know, the wings, di ba? Pagdating kay Rabiya, when it goes to Rabiya, parang I had a feeling, I don't know, pagka Pinoy ko lang or because I was rooting for her, sabi ko, the shots of Rabiya were not flattering. The shots of Rabiya were quick. I may be unfair, I may be biased, pero yun yung tingin ko na parang, ba't hindi makapture yung essence nung bata? Yun lang, nagtatanong ako tuwing siya nang tinatawag. Parang I was expecting more, parang ganon.
Malakas na card natin at yung card ng ibang Asians pagdating sa speaking skills, parang agad-agad we need out eh. Agad-agad ang focus natin sa physical eh. Ano pong tingin niyo dito?
I totally agree with that point. I totally agree to that point. But we're reacting because of our strength. Okay, so again, that's a bias that we have.
Yes.
Hindi ako masyado masaya doon sa format change na yun dahil natatanggal nga yung strength natin doon sa pagsasalita, di ba? So I am personally disappointed with the new format, but I think the organization is to find a good balance. I have an issue with translators. Ang issue ko lamang, kung 30 seconds dapat ang ipinibigay sa bawat contestants, kasi na-mention mo yung mga Latina, no? Dapat, pasagutin mo yung contestant ang 30 seconds and then translation. Because when you make the translator translate per line, that buys time for the candidate and that gives them more time to think. As opposed to the other contestants, nabubuuhin mo yung 30 seconds. Wala kang pagkakataon. So let them say the 30-second answer and translate. Meron akong issue doon eh, na parang, bakit dapat dire-diretso din. Kasi para fair. Doon ako may issue. Ako ang ganda. Ako naman, Kylie, because I was all for her, I was really praying. Kaya imagine, bahagi na siya ng dasal natin dito sa bansang ito. Pero when I saw her cry, and thank you for raising the point, because it's an elephant in the room, tita. Kung ako teacher, kagagalitan ko siya. Because at that moment, ang dumating sa akin, ikaw, you were listening too much to social media. As a matter of fact, if I were training and if I were her manager, I would have, for a certain period of time, I would not have allowed her to open her social media accounts. She was listening too much and she was reacting too much. And you can lose focus. You can lose, ang dating sa akin nung umiyak siya, parang she was listening too much to the noise. Siyempre, may magkakagusto, may mga hindi. But is this actually the right time to listen to all? You know, you have a contest. You're in the middle of a contest. So, yun lang, parang teacher na parang estudyante ko siya at sasabihan ko siya, girl, dali, wala yan it's not even the score. Move on. You know, what happened? Wala na tayong magagawa. Let's talk about what's next. I understand, I really understand that you wanted to do more, but tapos na. You know, all you have is now. All you have is now. Ako, yun ang aking take, tita. I didn't like the crying. I didn't like the crying. Yung gowns lang, ang tingin ko, lahat sila nag-channel ng Catriona the red gown, everybody looked the same. Parang everybody was so afraid to get out of that silhouette. Parang, hey, what's happening to you girls? Alam na ng katawa, alam na yung body type nyo ng mga judges. Why can't you go out of that in your gowns? Everybody had that catchy na look. Tama ba ako? Parang lahat sila, they stuck to that silhouette.
Yes, Tito
Boy. Hindi lang po sa silhouette, kahit natanggal, even if you put them in a ball gown, nakikita natin yung pitik ng movements eh. So we know the turns, we know, para sa naka-trademark, we know how the hands of Kat would, position, her hands at the back, pero yung palm mismo. So parang alam natin yung little quirks eh, even with the hands eh.
Right. And the Pia pout breaking into a smile.
Yes. And the smiles.
Parang sabi ko, it became uninspired to a certain point, no? Ang swimwear, proud ako. Alam nyo, I think the swimwear, the fit on Rabiya was great.
Yes.
Ano yung tawag sa yung tawag sa gown that they wore with how do you call that in fashion, Kylie? I'm sorry. They had the swimwear and then they wore a
cover up.
A robe. A robe, right.
Yeah, a robe.
But the thing was, everybody was doing the same thing.
Kasi Tito Boy, it was so limiting eh. I feel like it's more limiting than a cape or a sarong. Right. Like with a sarong, you can play with it. I know that Rabiya'S trainer, pasarala trainer Ian, like meron siyang TikTok video na showing like several stages of playing with the sarong. So parang sayang.
Oh, wow. Okay. Ako naman, you can react to this, but I'll be very honest kasi ito na may critique lamang to. There is no doubt that Rabiya did her best. Let's be very clear about it. She did her best and she made us proud. Pero maglalakas loob ako sabihin that she could have done better. That she could have done better. Okay. My points are, yun nga, yung national costume. Stop worrying about the headgear. I mean, it's over. And naflatan lang ako ng buhok niya doon pero nadala niya. She walked with with so much panache. Yung walk niya, napaka-Victoria Secret. I didn't like the crying. I didn't like the crying. Swimwear, it was a great fit. She was, pero doon nung naglalakad siya sa swimwear, naka-pout, no? Sabi ko, either she's nervous or she was channeling fierceness, tita. Yung, hindi ko alam, was she masama ang loob? Was she angry? Was she bothered? Or was she jittery? Yun ang dating sa akin. Ako naman, ito yung that's why I wanted you to react to this. Kasi kayo, like Amir, alam niyo yung mga, the stories inside. Me naman, Rabiya was an eager, driven candidate. But she didn't cross over into that winning space for some reason. She was so, I didn't see the fun. I didn't see her enjoy. She was obsessed. I will use a word. She was obsessed in winning, but she lost the sparkle somewhere. Yung parang, she did nag-rehearse si Rabiya, but she forgot to let go. She was parang ang feeling ko, Rabiya, stop cramming. You're on stage. Enjoy ka lang. Let go. Nasaan da yung landi ng kanina sa cases spoke about the eyes? Ganda-ganda ng mata ng Rabiya. Sabi ko, nasaan na yung nakita naming the landi of the mata? She might have been, kaya after the crying, sabi ko, I was worried na, nako baka siniseryoso ng batang ito ang comments. Sige lang, laban ka. I missed the fun. I missed the fun of, let's say, the way Peru, was, joking and was just having fun. Diba? Remember in the top 5 how Peru was just so relaxed. I really thought she was going to win. I looked for yung parang she was still in training, the last part of her training. She couldn't let go. Nawalan sa akin yung and now thank you for saying that, Amir. Thank you for saying na hindi yun ang lakad niya because she blended with so many other contestants. Nawalan sa akin ang brand personality sa Rabiya. Even in the swimwear, which I thought she was very strong, pero nag-blend. But in spite, really, this is honest from the bottom of my heart. Despite that, sabi ko, hindi pwedeng hindi to pumasok sa 10. But of course, the judges had a different opinion. Before you talk about the gown, I want to make a comment on that. Again, that should be considered in the training of our future queens. That should be incorporated in the training of our future queens. Na, be ready. You have to be healthy. You have to eat. You have to have your vitamins because papagurin ka talaga. Now, it's in context. Napagod siguro yung bata. She wanted to win so badly. I wanted to make her proud. When in fact, she just had to seize every moment. It's a series of moments. Siyempre, kailangan bahagi din siguro ng training yun. Kasi hindi ko talaga nakita na naglaro yung bata. Kasi gusto ko yung sorry for the word, no? Gusto ko yung landi niya, yung Miss Universe Philippines. I love the landi of the girl Oo, na nawala, na hindi ko nakita. So you really have to be mentally strong, no? Aside from being physically strong. Wow. I'm hearing that for the first time. Now I know the story. Because if you break down just before the final night, that's a bit of a problem. And that would affect your performance.